Hey, all, what's going on? Huh? You guys finally getting warmed up and you getting all your snow melted and digging out and being better? Hope so. So, this is where we are on the Airfix 1 to 600 QE2 Queen Elizabeth II. Yes, I know I accidentally said Queen Mary last time. For shame. So that's where we are. Yeah, it took a while to do some portholes and some windows. So I originally started off with, let me see if I can show you. This. Oh, almost dropped it. So as you can see, that tip is what I started off with, and it was way too big. So what I did is I went to Hobby Town. Was it Hobby Town? No, Hobby Lobby. And I went and got this. Indian ink, waterproof. So now we have a difference of tips. And that gave me a whole lot more control to do a whole lot cleaner work. So it just took a while. I already started on the other side. The portholes are done on the other side. Come on. There you go. I just hadn't done the windows yet. And then I've already started on the windows for the bridge. So there's the bridge. And then I also already started on the next superstructure windows. So that'll go up here. So that's kind of where we're at. Hope you guys aren't getting dizzy from me moving around. So yeah, it's time consuming, and honestly, I do it between when I work from home, so I do it between calls. And boy, by the end of the day, I was dizzy. I literally was, because they're so small. What I do is I mask off the bottom, I mask off the top, and then you start underneath that thing. And you start drawing and filling those in. The beautiful thing about it is I already put it down. Before I started this, I had a coat of clear gloss on it. So if I do screw one up, in time, I can basically lick my finger and wipe it off. And it'll, clean off and I can start over with it. However, I would suggest if you're going to do this on one of your models to let it dry completely. I let it dry for 24 hours before I got the clear coat on the darkened into windows. I could just imagine the whole thing just running and oozing down the white paint. So that's kind of where we are. Gonna have to do some additional work on the fantail back there. The model that I got, it was broke, but I'll just use some stock plastic and I'll fix that. And of course you can see there's a little warpage there. I think the other thing too is I'm not that familiar with the subject. I mean, all right, let's just talk, just you and me. I'm even putting my leg up. I don't know that much about the Queen Elizabeth. Because I am a aficionado a little bit when it comes to, let's not say aficionado, let's say, what would be a good word? A huge fan of ocean liners and a devotee. That's a good word. Look that one up. But I like the older ones. We're talking Titanic, Aquitania, the Lusitania, the Mauritania. I would have to say the France and the Aquitania are my favorite, even though I used to work for RMS Titanic Inc. Blasphemy. Anyway, I wasn't that familiar with the Queen, the QE2. And so I had to even fix some paint on the top there, because what I'm doing is I'm representing her as she looks in Dubai. Well, she's not done all the way in Dubai, but they took back a lot of the open decks and took them back to their wood, not that putrid green. So that's what I'm doing is I'm taking a little artistic license and I'm making all the decks back to their teak or pine or whatever wood they used on the QE. I mean, I don't know. You ask me on the Titanic, I know. But I'm getting an appreciation for her. And when you put this up to her predecessor, the Queen Elizabeth, who I thought was gorgeous, built in the 40s, my lord, I mean, they're night and day difference. The Queen's, this thing's huge. And I had the France. And so please don't take this wrong, because I'm really working at this one here. Um, I wish it wasn't the kit that it was, just because I got it used. But so I'm learning how to do these Windows things, and I'm learning how to do various things on it. But it's a good training for one that I do know my way around, which is the France. So I'm glad I figured out a way to darken Windows and to make it look natural, the way it's supposed to look when you see her parked in her current spot, or when she was, plying the North American trade lines. So anyway, that's where we are. I think we've had a history lesson. I think we've learned a little bit about ink pens, and I'll show you a little bit more later on, guys. So anyway, thanks for being patient with me with the hand um, not being the steadiest right now, and I hope you guys are safe. Pray for Texas, pray for all of you, and I'll talk to you soon.